This is my high school teacher. What's up, baby boo? Can you hear me? What are you doing?
I just parked my car.
I just want to let you know that you're on the podcast right now, and we are live. So, is there anything you want to say? You're on speaker.
Sure, I want to say why are you so annoying for acting like you didn't want to talk to me.
What do you mean I don't want to talk to you?
You hung up.
Well, I'm shooting this shit. Are you gonna be up tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can I call you? Can I call you at like 8 o'clock, which is for you 11 o'clock?
No.
Okay. Dope. I'll see you then.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Well, that was
That was
anticlimactic.
so not fun, dude. That was so
Was
boring. Oh
she didn't
my-
even react to the farts.
Dude,
She didn't say one thing about
dude,
them.
I found that so funny, dude.
So did I. It was so stupid.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I wanna be childish, but I'm like, dude, I gotta be a man, bro. I gotta protect and serve.
No, wait. It's way more fun to be childish, though.
I know, dude. I wanted to fart with my mouth and then make her like guess which ones were real. You know. My dad called me today, and I told him about this fix that I need to do. It's $1,000, and he's like, "Guy, fix it and sell it." And I was like, "Dad, get an apartment. This is your sign." I'm like, "Dad, I love van life." He's like, "You need to grow up."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck, dude! Like, you don't get it, Dad. I want to live this life." My dad's just trying to come up with any like excuse to get me out of this situation. Like, my dad's
Yeah.
in denial. He's like, "Guy, this is your opportunity to live. Okay,
Yeah.
this is your opportunity."
Well, because it doesn't. Okay, so I get. Oh, I hit this button. I don't know.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
So I get where he's coming from fully, but I also get where you're coming from. He's coming from a place where being an event doesn't make sense because it
But like,
it does, but
yeah.
it does for like I get because you're not there's going to become a certain time in life where you're not going to be able to do this
I
anymore.
guess.
You know,
I
like you're
guess.
gonna get like you're gonna get older and you're like it's just not feasible anymore.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
right
yeah.
now you're like, why not?
Well,
Well,
I'm
you
young.
can.
I'm young right now.
And he sees you in a van and he's like, oh, come on, man. Like he's seeing it from a totally different perspective.
right. And as his son, it's hard for me to see that perspective.
Yes.
But I will say this: he supports it though, and he tells me he supports it. But I can feel like his denial.
well,
Like,
yeah.
Whenever he like, it's so subtle. Like it'll be like at some points he'll be like, yeah, guy, we love you. Do whatever you want. Be yourself. Do what makes you happy. But get the fuck out of this van. Get the fuck out of this van. Get the fuck out of this van, guy. Okay.
Because he's worried about you. He doesn't want some transient homeless guy like stabbing you or something.
I have a
or
lot of
getting mugged.
I have constant interactions with homeless and crazy people.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's made me lose like my fear of anything, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I'm cool with like a mugger putting a knife in front of me. Like it's probably gonna be great material. You know,
yeah, if you make it out.
I will.
I mean, if I get mugged, I'm just giving him whatever. Like,
Nah, dude.
I'm not fighting
I'll
back.
manipulate him, bro. And then,
what
like,
would you do?
I'd be like, I can give you my money, yeah, sure. And then I'd be like, you know, I actually would I can give you this money right now. But would you rather make a lot of money over a longer period of time? And then he'll be like, I'm listening. And then I'll be like, look, there's a great opportunity right now. Have you heard of solar? And then he'll be like, what? And I'll be like, yeah, look, I have what? 20, 25, 26. I have $27, man. It's yours. But man, right now, I close deals. I sell solar. I close a deal. I make $12,000 every deal I close. Huh?
his
you
knife
don't-
is in
his knife
his
just
pocket
drops.
at this point. Yeah.
You don't need this knife. You don't need to do this, man. You have an opportunity of a lifetime right now in front of you. I think God put us here to meet so that I can help you make this happen. And then he's like, wait, you make $12,000 commission? Every deal? Yeah. What do you use to pay for it? Like, where do you store that money? Oh, my credit card. Give me your credit card right now. Fuck!
Yeah, you went too far. Brought him back up. But no, you had me. That's a captivating. And you get money when you bring in a guy.
Yeah, but it's like it's pennies, dude.
Yeah, but that's better than him stealing your car.
I really feel like, you know what? I actually had an alleyway interaction with a homeless who had a knife, but he didn't pull it out. Like, it was just sitting there in his pocket, and I could see it. It was like a big, like, cutting knife, and
Did he try to rob you?
Nope.
Or you just talked to him.
No, he. So this is what happened. I was walking, and then he's sitting down, and I see the knife, and he stands up, and then he starts walking in my direction also. So I walk more, like, aggressively. Like, just like, that's it. I walk more aggressively and quicker and, like, more angry, and I'm just eyeing him down to a point where he's standing in front of me, and then he just, like, looks down and keeps walking.
Good.
Like, that was it. And I'm not, and this is not to brag. Like, I'm not some big
No,
fucking.
but no, if they see
tough.
like confidence, they're.
That's it.
Usually, I think.
I mean, like, look,
I don't know.
he
I
has
don't
a
know how
knife. But here's the thing. Who knows? He probably maybe wasn't attempting to stab me. Maybe he just had a knife in his pocket. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
true.
The
I mean,
was.
you could, because anything goes through your brain when you see that.
Well, yeah. I mean, but
these homeless people out here are nuts. Also, like they're just wild cards. They'll do whatever.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I've had a really crazy interaction with a homeless woman in the middle of the night.
What happened?
Bro, a woman out of nowhere, black wig, covering her face in a white dress. Most horror movie shit ever, midnight, 1 a.m.
Like I'm imagining like the Ring girl.
Yep.
Oh, God.
She starts walking towards my van from a distance. I see her, and I'm assuming she's going to keep walking. But then she just stops and turns and stands by my window like this, just staring in my window. We make eye contact, and then she just turns and starts doing circles around my van. And she's repeating this mantra. And I have this all on video. I recorded the whole thing with my phone. And she's repeating this mantra, and this is what she was saying. And it made no sense. I still don't understand what she was saying. Word for word. This is my hat. I'm wearing it. You can't have it. This is my hat. I'm wearing it. You can't have it. This is my hat. I'm wearing it. 20, 30 laps around my van.
Oh, my God.
Around the 30th lap, she just stops by my window, makes direct eye contact with me, and I see in the very glimpse of a second that I had that the door was unlocked. And then immediately when I noticed that, she just reaches her hand out to try to grab the door, and right when she grabs the door, I like lock the door, and we're just looking at each other face to face.
Oh my God, dude!
And she's looking at my face, I'm looking at her face, and then out of nowhere, bro, as we're looking at each other, she just opens her eyes wide open, and then just flashes her tits. And I was,
all right.
And then I just unlocked the door, dude. I was like,
come
inside. You passed the test.
You're right. I am wearing your hat.
Hey, you said something about a hat? I might have something in here.
That's crazy, though, dude.
Yeah, bro.
These people, I mean,
she actually flashed her tits and her ass.
And then what? Just walked away?
And then she
got hit by a truck.
Dude, I honestly opened the door and I was like, yo, like,
yeah, what's going
you
on?
have some nice tits.
Come on in.
Nah, I waited for her to leave, bro. She was crazy.
Yeah, there's
but
so
a part
many
of me.
crazies.
But I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was a little horny.
Well, yeah, I mean,
dude,
it's just a natural reaction. You see some nice hoots, it's gonna happen.
But it was homeless, like, dude.
Homeless hoots.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was like, dude, this might be disgusting. She might have a disease.
Definitely. Yes.
But I might have an erection, and I'm with it.
Just store it. Spank bank.
Yes.
You know?
Sperm bank.
That's the best. And then yeah, let her go.
Yeah.
Get whatever.
Right.
Yeah, there's these people are nuts. I was sitting at a red light once in bad traffic, and I was like in the middle lane. So there were no really cars coming this way, but there was a homeless guy on this side of the street, and I just looked over and we locked eyes, and he clearly on something. Locked eyes, and he just like stared at me like like it was a bull seeing red, and just like sprinted into the street as the light turned green. So I just kind of kept driving, and he like hit the back of my car
With his hand?
Yeah,
Why?
I have no idea. He thought he saw like the devil or something.
What was his skin color?
He was a white guy, old white guy. It was crazy. It was real creepy, like some meth addict.
How was this at night?
Guy. No, this like during the middle of the day. It's probably like 10 in the morning.
Wow, dude.
At night, it would have been way scarier.
Dude, that's crazy.
And there were people around. It was weird. He almost got smoked by cars.
Wow, bro.
Which I kind of wish happened. Would have been a better story.
If he died?
Oh, if he got smoked?
It would have been a much better story if he got hit by a car and broke into pieces, just hand flying in the highway.
Disintegrated?
just
like wind, like a dandelion seed.
That would be even scarier if he just disappeared. You're like, what the fuck? Where'd this dude go, bro?
There's no damage to the car.
No damage, dude. You've seen those like surveillance video footage of cars like that are driving hella fast, and then someone just appears in the road.
Oh yeah.
And they swerve out of the way, and then the person disappears, and then it's like ghosts.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, this was like right on the rise of editing. Like when editing was on the rise, and I was like, dude, you guys are just like behind a little bit, you know? Like, like we're just learning how to edit better, you know?
But people want to believe that though,
of course,
you know, because ghosts
want to
have
believe
been a
anything.
thing. Ghosts have been a thing for like a thought forever,
right?
Like the witch trial, they thought people were witches, and if they weren't, the only way they could prove they weren't was just by dying. Yeah, by drowning.
They would throw them in the water. If she drowns. She's a human.
That we were, yeah.
And then if she doesn't drown, she's a witch and we'll kill her anyway.
So the people that could swim got murdered. No,
they're like, all right, look, you have two options. One, death. Two, death.
That was it. Imagine being in that conundrum. You're like, I swear.
Conundrum.
You're like, you got like a mob with burning sticks at your door. Like, I swear I'm not a witch. And there's no way to prove you're not a witch. Like, if everyone's calling you a witch, you're like, okay, prove that you're not a witch. Like, okay, I won't do magic tricks right now. Like, what? How do you?
Yes.
Like, that would be so infuriating. Like, you can't prove that you're not a witch.
You know what? That's good though, because imagine your wife is a witch and she's like not cleaning around the house or doing the dishes, and then or let's say she cheats on you.
Oh, witch.
Right.
Yeah.
Like let's say she cheats on you, but like she's just a regular woman, and then one day you're walking in public with her, and you're like, "So Mary, you were telling me about those spells you were pulling off last week?" And she's like, "What? What? Yeah, I saw you with that witch handbook."
And your pointy hat.
And your and that stick wand in your room, that giant jar of green water that you're always rotating. And she's like, "What are you talking?" And everyone's like, "Huh?
And that big wart on your nose."
And they're all like slowly circling. And she's like, "No, I don't have a wart on my nose. It's not." And that giant pointy nose. "I'm just Jewish. Stop. Like, no, we know. And then everyone's like, "Burn her. Burn her." And everyone's like throwing rocks and shit. And she's like, "Why are you doing this?" And you're like, "Never cheat on me with Jamal again, bro."
Prove you're not a witch. We're going to set you on fire. And if you burn, well, then you weren't. We were wrong. Our bad.
That's how, bro. That's how crazy murder is, dude.
Yeah.
Back then, it was so chill to just murder somebody.
Oh, people were running. Oh, you would like the Wild West. Even that was like the 1800s. Like people would just kill people,
right?
Easily, with they go rob a bank. Also, banks to me are insane. The first guy that started a bank. How do you trust that guy?
The first guy that started a bank robbery.
Well, see, I think that's easier. The guy that he got to be the most trustworthy guy
to start a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Like, hey, guy, give me all your money, and I'll just hang on to it.
It's like
I'll just hang on to it for you.
It's like a professional mugger, dude.
Yeah.
Like, give me your money, but I won't use it.
That's next level mugging, though.
Dude, bankers are just next level muggers,
right?
Dude. They're just like, "Hey, dude,
how do you trust?
Give me all your money, and I'll store it and keep it safe for you.
Yeah, and then it was never kept safe.
Really?
There's bank robberies all the time.
And then,
'Cause they
and
just
then the
kept it
banks
right
would call.
there.
Dude, imagine. And then the bank has to make the phone call, like, like to the fucking
Oh,
customers.
yeah.
Lost all their money. Guys, so last week you gave me about $1.3 million.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
There wasn't even phone. They had to do it in person. It had to be even more horrible. 'Cause
Oh yeah, there was no phones, dude.
They had to go to their house on a horse. And this guy
In a
had his
carriage.
belt. Yeah, he had his belt with his guns in it when he answers the door.
Hey, Mr. Jeffries, yeah, $1.2 million was stolen, and we decided to take all of yours out, and it's all your money.
Gone. Duh, like that's it.
And end of story, dude.
The old days are crazy to me. Like they're
Yeah.
fascinating to me. Like I always think about
Jeez.
that. Like I do think about the witch trials all the time because it's like there's no
Really?
winning. You just accuse somebody of being a witch, and then I think about that. I love like paranormal stuff too, and that's what got me thinking about it. Like I love the idea of ghosts, but
Yeah.
it's so
Do you
hard.
believe in
Like,
them?
See, I want to, but there's no footage, and everybody has a camera in their pocket, and there's a video of literally everything except a ghost. But on these ghost shows, they're like, "Oh, look, see that little orb flying by? It's like a piece of dust."
Dude,
They're
but
like,
it's kind of like what you were saying about people's need to believe.
yeah, they want it. We want.
it's
That's
like-
why
it's
these
like
shows are
Bigfoot.
so successful.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? The producers know that it's all bullshit.
Oh yeah.
But they know because we all have a cult like need to believe.
Absolutely.
We all want to feel a part of something, and if it's not and that's why religions work. And if it's not a religion, even atheism is a religion, dude.
In and of
Atheism,
itself, yeah.
atheism is just the act of not believing in a god or higher power, but at the same time, that's still an act of believing in something. You're just believing and not believing.
Exactly.
So pretty much, we're
And you're-
all fitting into a group. Atheists, if you're watching this, you are
going to hell.
no, you're just you believe in God, like it's just another type of God because you have to believe in something. If you don't believe in anything, you're it's like it kind of kills you, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, my belief is so weird. I believe in myself, dude.
Yeah. Good.
No. I believe in the universe. I do, but I really, really believe in myself because I think that this van has taught me that nothing matters.
Yeah.
And it taught me that if I lose everything, I'll still have me. That's only one of the things. If I lose everything, I'll still have me. But if I lose everything, then on that point onwards, I'll have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So then I could just get back at it.
100%.
So,
I fully agree. Nothing, like literally nothing matters. Like
Dude, you
I
don't
learned
matter.
that. I learned that a couple. Like anything, like whatever you do, these people that they think they're so important, and
Dude.
you have to do.
But who?
nothing
Sorry. Yeah.
matters. Like not like you have to do something for like. Doesn't matter. Like I could make whatever decision for them, and then.
But who are these people?
Okay, so I used to work for this production company, and I was in like it's pretty big, and I was assistant to one of the people in charge, and I eventually at a certain point was like, it doesn't like, why am I giving them options? I like, oh well, you could do this. I just pick one, and then because it doesn't matter, like whatever gets like, and then that's when I started being like, nothing really, like who cares? Like, no, even if they get mad, who cares?
You know why, bro?
Because nothing matters.
And because nothing matters. I mean, you really have only two options in life. Like you either continue living or you die.
Yeah,
You know
or
what I mean?
are you a witch? Or you're not a witch.
Yeah.
You're either a witch or not.
Yeah.
While you're alive, you're a witch.
But wait a minute, real quick. You said these people are not important, but you aren't either.
Oh yeah, no,
You-
nobody. Yeah,
You're not important
I'm
at all.
important to me.
That's
and
it.
That's it. Yeah.
Dude, and with all due respect, bro, you're a speck. Like if you died tomorrow,
Mhm.
if you and this goes to me too. If you died tomorrow, dude, like maybe like 400, 500 people are gonna care for a day, maybe
Mhm.
1,000. And then a
world-
couple of weeks,
the
and then a
world
week
keeps
later,
spinning.
and then a week later, maybe less people care. Maybe like the more
Yeah.
close people, like your family. And then as time goes on, people not only will they not care, but they're gonna spend their time trying to forget about you or trying to like keep a happier memory of you by coming to terms with the fact that you're dead and that you're gone. So people are
Yeah.
now in this process of accepting your I'm gonna make up a word. Dismiss. Is that a word?
It is now.
Or, yeah. People are now accepting your dismiss. Your do you know what dismiss means?
Well, you just invented it, so you got to define it for Webster.
It's like you're gone forever.
Okay.
People are now accepting your fate. Your dismiss is over. Your time here is over.
Yeah.
And now you have to continue, and now they continue living their lives because that's why they were here too. It's their life.
Exactly.
So
well, that's what they got to do. You
you-
can't. Yeah, you can't.
If you once you leave my podcast, I won't care about you anymore.
just this
You're-
time right now.
You're just a walking piece of content.
Yeah.
That's all you are. That's it. You're
I
not
guess
actually important.
when you think about like that, yeah.
Like a
But
big
no, you're 100% right. It is weird. And well, see, that's something about LA too. I feel like people just don't care about people.
I don't. I you know what?
nearly enough.
Well, yeah, because think about
Like
like
everybody's
this.
fake nice here.
But it's
Nobody
but
cares.
ask yourself why. Everyone came here, or at least the majority of people came here to
Mhm.
chase their dreams. Their dreams, not your dreams.
Mhm.
They came here to chase their dreams. So it's pretty obvious that everyone is superficial in a way, or not that everyone is
Yeah,
like a
you're
stepping
right.
stone in like not that like you're a stepping stone in my career, I'm a stepping stone in your career.
Yeah.
But obviously like we both have something to benefit from this situation.
Of course.
And that brought us together.
Hell
Because
yeah.
you wouldn't be in my van right now if I didn't say, "Hey, you want to come shoot my podcast?"
Well, yeah. Of
That's
course
just
not.
some real shit.
I would come over for a party if we weren't. Yeah, throw a rager in here. Throw a kegger.
Dude,
I'm showing up.
they don't know, but we're gonna fuck after this.
Yeah. No, it's gonna rock.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna film it. We're gonna invite that.
No, we're not even gonna stop the
We're
podcast.
gonna, we're gonna invite the ring homeless lady
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. This sexy ass lady, dude.
and this New Jersey Southerner.
Bro, she's cool, bro. I like her.
Yeah, no, you're right. I feel like in comedy, people are real cool in comedy. Actually,
Yeah,
I
man.
feel like it's like more of a team rather than
Yes.
like people are willing to like be like to get like team up,
Yeah.
which is different than how it is
This is a
in
family,
like
man.
yeah, it is, and I
Yeah.
love that. Like everybody's friends and everybody's like normal. I feel like maybe I'm not normal, but
Why
I
are
feel
you not normal?
I don't know, but I feel I'm more like the comedian side of people where everybody's like you're in it together. Like if I see somebody succeed, like I don't get mad. Like I've seen people get mad about like, oh, I should have got that role or I should have. But like the people from who I've seen, like nobody's like, oh, they suck. Like everybody's like, well, hell yeah, like good for them. Like
Well, those people just don't trust in something.
themselves, like
Yeah.
you were saying.
Yeah. I mean, if they did, then they wouldn't like.
You can't be jealous
They wouldn't
because
compare
it's not,
themselves.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't get this comparing.
Like, dude, you are so unsuccessful, and I'm so cool with that.
Like, yeah,
I'm
I'm
fucking
cool with
you.
it. I'm cool with it too.
No, dude. I fucking love you, bro. I was actually really excited to have you on here.
Yeah, I
But
was
yeah.
so pumped to get on.
Yeah, bro.
Finally, yeah.
Even before we started this shit, it was vibes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you should have seen us. You should have seen us crushing
You
it.
should have seen it, dude. Because I mean, what we said was this. It was like, it doesn't matter if the camera is on or off. Like the thing that we're really out here to remember and live are these memories, and
That's
no
what it's
camera
about.
can do that.
Yeah,
No podcast can do that.
that's like going to concerts. Okay, I love going to concerts,
Mm-hmm.
and all you see when
Yeah,
you're
you
at
do.
concerts. Oh yeah, here's my Carly Rae Jepsen.
You're wearing it
I wore
right now.
it.
It's hilarious.
I wore it because it's
Carly
the last
Rae
time.
Jepsen. This dude's
That's
calling
the
me
last
baby
time-
fanboy,
yeah.
dog.
That's what I was wearing last time I saw you. So I get a hoodie at
Wow,
every
dude,
concert.
is that just your only jacket?
No, I get a hoodie at every concert I go to.
Hey, that's good.
So that's just because I never would wear a band T-shirt, but Like a hoodie, you just pop it on, or like
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
it's good. But
So you prefer
concerts,
hoodies
you
for
see
merch?
all these for like
Okay.
um. But yeah, concerts, you're sitting there and you see all these phones recording. They're and then their memory is going to be what their camera remember. Just sit there and love it,
Right. But they're not shooting that shit for the camera. They're not shooting that shit to remember it later. Dude.
I don't even know what it's for.
No.
Like,
Yes,
so,
dude.
so they could show people that they were there.
Bingo,
like,
bro. People aren't recording, bro. Look, we all have a natural tendency. Like we're all like our primitive desires are very tribal, like oriented.
yeah.
You know, so like people are recording that shit. Nobody's gonna watch that later. When you record a concert, do you watch that shit? Dude,
No, I have.
Usually when you're recording like a fourth or an eighth of a song.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like you're not watching that so you can re-listen to that song. You have Spotify. You're watching that so that, or you're recording that so that you can send that to your friends, to your family,
For
to your
sure.
peers, to show them that you were at this concert, that you saw this famous person, that you were this close to them on the stage because you pushed so hard just to get to the front of there, but not because you wanted to be close and to experience or to have a better time, but because you wanted to get a closer shot to make it appear to your friends that you were closer to this person than they ever were, and that you're right there in front of them, and you're there shooting and recording them like you're their own personal photographer, and all your friends are back there watching YouTube videos of them, and you're right there in front of their face, and that person doesn't give a fuck about you, you puny little bitch. You're just a tiny little speck in their lives, and they don't even see you there, and they don't even care how close you were to them, because they're there just to pick up their check, make their money, chase their dreams, while you're out here just trying to validate yourself in the eyes of your friends and family because you're a nobody, nothing piece of shit.
That was fantastic.
It's the truth.
That was only the truth. And perfect. But everything is, true.
Dude,
when Paul McCartney told me he loved me, I thought he loved me. But
he did?
Well, he told the crowd.
Oh.
I see he was at SoFi. There were also like
okay.
80,000 other people there.
And you went home. Wow,
I love
Paul
you,
McCartney
LA! Yeah,
he didn't even say you.
Yeah.
He was like, I love you, Tom Kelly. He just
That
said
was
LA.
LA.
He doesn't even love anybody in the audience. He just loves
and
LA.
I'm from
dude.
Chicago. I have a Chicago license still, so he didn't even.
Wow.
I wasn't even included, I guess. Now that you made me think of it.
Damn, dude.
Paul
he
McCartney
doesn't love
doesn't
bro,
love
but he doesn't love them. He loves LA. That's like
yeah, because they
that's
paid
like going to
$500 a ticket.
really.
Oh, he was so expensive.
Wow, dude.
But when I was there, it was surreal because I'm literally watching a Beatle. Like, that's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
That would be really funny if you were actually watching a Beatle.
In front of a Beatle sold out
80,000
80,000
people.
And it was just silent watching this Beatle on just crawl
You just see this
on
Beatle,
stage.
yeah, like crawling on stage.
Shortest concert ever. It just leaves.
He goes in front of a microphone.
Crowd goes
No,
insane. And then he turns into Paul McCartney. Remember. What a jam, though. Yeah, then you can start to make it better.
And then Paul McCartney shows up. Hey, Jude. And everyone's like, ah! All right.
That song was also surreal to hear. I'm like,
Yeah?
I'm hearing Hey Jude live because in my head
Wow.
that song is like 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude. Hell
And
yeah.
I saw him play it right there.
Wow.
That was crazy.
I bet, man.
Because the
That's incredible.
Beatles also are 1,000,000 years old to me too.
Right.
He's been so famous for so long. You hear nobody is agreeing to play at the King's coronation.
Wait, what do you mean?
So he's getting coronation is in the May, I want to say, for King Charles, and so he asked like Elton John. He asked a bunch of people, a bunch of British
Wow.
people, and they all said no. They didn't say like because of him. They were all like, oh, because of scheduling. But like everybody is saying no to King Charles because he's getting crowned because Queen Elizabeth. I'm also very interested in this royal family.
You're really interested in conspircy
I
theories,
don't know.
bro.
Oh, I'm all about conspiracy
I know.
theories.
Dude,
They're
that's
so
the number one
fun.
thing about you.
They're so fun.
Do you have any about the moon?
Oh, it's I'm not saying we didn't land there, but I'm not saying we did.
What do you
I
think?
mean, okay, it's far. It's not close, right? It's like almost 300,000 miles away.
Mm.
And my main thought, because I like to entertain both sides of an argument. Like I could see where your dad's coming from, not wanting you in a van, and then but I could see where you're coming from for sure. Like the van, like you're only going
I'm
to be
young, bro.
Yeah, you're only going to be able to do this for a very limited time in your life, and it's right now. So fucking do it.
And dude, this is just a humble beginning in my eyes.
Exactly.
And dude, I want to tell you, I want to hear what you have to say first about the moon, but I also do want to tell you what happened in my van and what it did to me mentally.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I want. So what were you saying about what you believe?
So
in?
you're living in a van, so that right now you're living in a van, experiencing it, so that later in life, when you're huge, successful, living up in a hill in a mansion on Beverly Hills, you're gonna be like, "Yo, but I started in a van," so you can tell everybody you started in a van. No, I was trying to go on a rant like your concert thing.
No, I know. Well, here's the thing about that. I don't really I don't see it that way. I grew up in a suburban, rich like neighborhood full of like Indian people and like Asian like tech nerds, Jews, and it's like I was like, Mom, Dad, I want to leave. Like when I turn 18, like I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? You have everything you need. And I was like, exactly.
That's crazy. That's
like,
crazy you saw that.
I was like, that's exactly why I want to leave. Because I don't want to be that kid who grows up and has everything.
Yeah.
I want to have nothing, and I want to earn everything that I get, because then I will have more respect for myself, for others,
That's
for
great.
the climb. So I said, look, I'm getting a van. I don't have any fucking idea what I'm gonna do, like as in like financial or anything. I'm gonna buy a van, and I'm gonna go pursue stand-up comedy because that's what I love. That's what I was born to do, and that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
Hell yeah.
So I said I'm getting a van, I'm leaving, and at first, like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, immediately my mom was like, "Fuck yeah," because my mom is actually the reason why I did this, because my mom, dude, I called my mom, and one night I'm in Israel, I'm living in a penthouse in Gini, Tel Aviv, in most expensive city in the on the planet, Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
And I'm living on the 34th floor. And I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I don't know, this is miserable. Like, I don't want this. And then she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I want to pursue stand up forever, and I want to do that. That's it. And she's like, well, what can you do about that? And I was like, I want to go to L.A. And I was very mediocre about it. And I'll probably get like a job like selling like Honda Civics, like so I could do stand up maybe like twice a night. And she's like, that's it? That's your dream? And I was like, no, fuck that. I'm going to get a van, and I'm going to tour the country, and I'm going to sell merch, and I'm going to do podcasts in my van, and I'm going to shoot sketches with comedians, and I'm going to perform stand up 5 times a night. And I'm going to pursue the shit out of this career, and I'm not going to stop, and I'm going to start at the very bottom, and I'm going to do it. And she's like, all right.
All right.
And then I left Israel, and I got back to San Francisco, and then I started researching vans, found this one.
I mean, this thing is perfect.
Bro, it's beautiful.
You got it going on. That's badass, dude.
But you don't know what just happened.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what happened with let's hear about it.
Dude, I was driving out of nowhere. Smoke coming out of the engine. All right? I'm literally
That's
just
horrible.
Let me make this.
There was nothing going on for like it was.
I want to make
good.
this an interesting story, because every time I tell this story, I'm sad. And I want to tell the story in a not sad way, because I'm tired of being sad telling the story.
Yeah, let's get pepped up.
So I'm driving my car, and out of nowhere, dude, I hear a hissing sound. Out of nowhere, engine. Flames.
Wait, flames?
No, smoke.
Okay. I'm gonna say, no way, dude.
No. It was smoke. I'm like, fuck! Pull over. Get out of the car. Open the hood. Flames. No. Smoke. And it's all coming out of the van. And I'm standing in front of the van. And I'm like, holy shit, what the hell? This is my house.
Yeah.
This is my car. This is everything. And it's about to fucking die. And once this happens, I will have nothing. And if I have nothing, I have to leave. And I pull over and I call a mobile mechanic. And I say, hey, man, my van is smoking. I need help. This is bad. He looks at it. He's like, all right, dude, this is going to cost you like $1,500. And I was like, bruh.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I was like, bruh. Oh, no, 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 no. Look where I live, man.
Yeah.
You think I'm about to drop 1,500? And he's like, well, you gotta do it. And then he's like, if you want, I can fix this hose for 100. Is it gonna solve the problem? Maybe. Let's do it. Fix the hose.
Did not.
Car's still leaking. Hey man, we tried. Goodbye. And now
that's so brutal. Now you're out $100.
I'm out $100, and I'm stranded here. And at first I was like negative thoughts, like hitting myself. But then I realized it could be so much worse.
Yeah.
My van could have shot into flames. My van could have exploded. My engine could have overheated and just burst and made a major technical problem. The propane tank could have like been impacted and maybe something could have happened to that and it could have exploded.
Yeah.
I could have been hit by a car or something, or like maybe like fell out, or like my leg amputated. And then that's when I realized, and this is kind of what you were saying after the whole witch thing, with either like, well, you really have like, how bad can it be? And this is my philosophy on life. Nothing matters. Why? You shouldn't stress. You shouldn't worry. Why? Because there's always only two things. You can either just get fucking through it, or you can kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You have the freedom to do either. So what do you choose? And I always think about it, and I always pull out a knife out of my drawer and I put it against my neck, and I'm like, all right, dude, I could slit my throat right now, and I'll do it, bro. And I'm like, I can slit my throat right now, and I'll hold the knife against my neck, or I can put the knife down and I can get with the shit and fix it.
Yeah, good call. Good call putting the knife down.
And then I'll put the knife down and I'll deal with the shit.
Yeah.
So but to simplify that philosophy to a not crazy person, this is the philosophy. You can either like experience whatever's going on right now and just like do it, and whatever happens doesn't matter. And let me tell you why it doesn't matter. Because no matter what, you are gonna die. You are gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
If it's not immediately because you just slit your throat, you're still gonna die later. And you know what the cool thing about that is? Is that if you die now, nothing will matter because you're dead. If the van stops working, it doesn't matter because you'll continue living and you'll find another solution.
Yeah,
and
it'll figure out.
You'll figure it out.
Louis C.K. has a joke about that. Actually,
I want to hear it. And then
pretty funny.
And by the way, and then after all that happens, even after you fix the van and you fix your living situation and you continue living, even then you are still gonna die. So nothing matters.
100% right.
I have a really nice looking cock, but I'm gonna die. So why does it matter?
Why not use it now, while it's alive? Is what I'm saying.
So what was Louis C.K.'s joke?
It's exactly along. He was talking about people that are like complain about like, oh, my life sucks. My life.
Is it the joke where he's like, we're all pretty much dead already? We're just waiting to die. Like he's like,
it's an old
we're all just
one.
dead people waiting to die or something.
Maybe.
Like he's like,
it's an older
dead.
one. It's definitely in an older special.
Is it from the special Hilarious?
Maybe. Is that maybe like 2013? I want to say.
I don't know.
But yeah, he's he's talking about people complaining like, well, all your problems can go away. You just kill yourself. He literally says that.
Wow, that's facts.
Yeah.
I have to see that because that is true, dude.
Yeah.
If you die, nothing matters. Like, dude, like there's nothing better than just being able to live. Like I literally thought, like, you know what my epiphany was? I sat down and I was like, what if I cut off my leg instead of my throat? And what if I just cut my leg off? I'm crazy. And
He is nuts.
yeah. And I was like, and then I won't have a leg, but I still have my leg right now, which is awesome. I can walk.
Yeah.
So even though my van's not working, I can leave, get an Uber, hop on a scooter,
Yep.
walk, run to the mics.
There's so many solutions to this temporary problem.
Bingo, dude.
Let's go. And also, to fix your van is like a month of rent for some people out here. So, so that's like,
and
you're
the
paying,
fact that I only need to do it once,
Exactly.
and not like every month, like you
Yeah.
fucking losers,
yeah,
is amazing.
you're winning, really.
Yeah. But the ultimate, and then this was the ultimate epiphany, and this is pretty much the end of the story. The ultimate epiphany that I had was, wait a minute. Through all of this, through the death, killing myself, living, whatever it is I choose to
Bleeding
do,
out.
dude, yeah, all bleeding out, all of it. No matter what, even if my leg gets cut off, I'm still me. I made this in an Instagram story. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm me, bro, and you're you. Like, no matter what I lose, I'm still me.
Yep.
Like I can lose this van, it can explode. Like my whole family can die. You can try to murder me. Like I can be on the run, running from the police. The police are trying to capture me for murdering someone or something. But at the end of the day, and then I can go to jail and I'm in maximum security prison. But at the end of the day, I'm me.
And that you can never lose.
Bingo.
Let's go.
I'm all I need.
I love your mindset about things. It's a little morbid at times, but
Morbid is like crazy.
No, like the cutting leg off.
Well, think about it like this, dude. You said it right now. If you're you, and that's all
You'll
you need in
never
life,
lose- yeah, you'll
you can never lose it
Yeah, 100%.
because you're you all the
Love
time.
it. Love that.
And if all you need in life is you, and you realize that, then whenever you lose anything in life, it won't matter to you as much because you're still you, and that's the one thing you'll never lose. So you might as well just live your life clinging on to that and clinging
Hell
on
yeah.
to who you are. And that's why when people get in relationships, they're like, "Oh, fuck! Like I need this person. I need to please this person and keep them in my life and make sure they never leave me and do this and do that." Like, dude, you're making your life so much harder by clinging to something that you will not have forever and can't control because one day they're gonna die, and whether it's before or after you might lose them at some
Yeah.
points in that.
Or
You
leave
always
them,
have
yeah.
you, dude.
Yeah. Bro, you get it. This guy gets it.
Well, you know why I get it? Because I have nothing. Dude, I have nothing and everything. Anything that I get is a gift. Because when I understood that, living in this van taught me that philosophy, because I live in a van and I'm all alone in here, and for the majority of the time I don't have everything in my life. But because I have nothing, I feel like I have everything because because I'm so in tune with because I'm so clung to myself and I don't cling on to other people, I don't cling on to things, objects, people. Because I don't do that and I'm just me, I'm like, dude, this is all I need. I don't need clothes. I don't need money. I don't need validation. I do need validation. We all need validation.
Oh, yeah.
I this is for validation.
Yeah, true.
I'm at the end of the day, I'm the only thing I'll never lose. So anything that is given to me, or any gift, or any amount of money, or anything or you coming to my van and shooting this with me, is a plus. It's never like on the same line, like because my baseline is just like nothingness. And you know what really taught me this? Showering at the gym, most humbling experience ever.
Oh, I'm sure. I was actually thinking about that. I was like, oh, he probably has a gym membership. Planet Fitness?
24.
24-hour. Okay. And they're not even open for 24 hours, by the way.
Bullshit.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
False advertising.
Change your name.
13 hours.
10 hours. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. It's unbelievable. I joined and I went at because sometimes I like to go at weird hours and they were just closed.
Yeah.
Your name is literally 24 hours.
I know.
They're open for like 24 hours, not in a row.
Dude, that's ridiculous. That's like if you walk into a restaurant called Vegan Burger and they were selling like pork ribs.
Only meat.
Yeah,
only,
it was just all
only
meat.
meatloaf. That's it.
Just all meat products. Hey, fuck you vegans, it's a trap. They lock the door.
Yeah.
Eat it.
That's only what it is. It's ridiculous.
But it's the exact opposite because 24 doesn't let you in. So it's like you're walking into a vegan restaurant, but it's just always locked.
And you can see all the vegan
Yeah.
stuff on the inside.
But you can't
But
eat it.
yeah, no.
You're just looking through like, fuck!
It's so ridiculous.
24-hour vegans.
How are they doing that? How is that even allowed? Change your goddamn name.
Yeah, it is illegal, right?
It should be, if not.
It's kind of like Red Bull. Like the whole Red Bull gives you wings.
They
slogan.
yeah, they got sued.
They got sued.
Okay,
'cause-
but that's so ridiculous. Like getting like you think it was just some asshole that was like, you know how to make money? Let's go. Someone that knew a lawyer, like, let's make some money.
It was probably a Jewish
Because
guy.
guess what? I drank a Red Bull, didn't get wings.
Do you think they really sat in the courtroom and like had a discussion?
I bet they probably settled. Because that's how all those big things do. So, like, to get probably didn't want negative publicity. So they were like, even though it became huge. It's like the lady that this was like in the 90s. But she had a McDonald's coffee and it spilled on her lap and she got burned. And she sued me because this is why all the cups say caution hot, because she sued McDonald's because her coffee was hot.
Dude, so she sued McDonald's for doing
For giving her
order correctly.
exactly what she
for giving
wanted.
her correct order.
Yeah.
Hey, McDonald's, I ordered a Big Mac and you gave me a Big Mac. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. So she sued that was like that was the first big one that I remember. Like she won like $10 million, like something.
But she probably
outrageous.
lost that so quickly, dude.
Yeah, all on Big Macs.
Like all on hot coffees. She tried spilling
Yeah,
it again.
hey!
Hey!
She tried to get one without a hot one.
Yeah,
on it.
and then she spilled the hot coffee on her, and she's like, "Hey, I want my other 10 million." They're like,
Let's
"No, no,
go.
no, no, no. We put hot caution on the lid now."
Yeah, how
can't play
ridiculous
us.
is that?
Dude, everything is ridiculous. That's why we have problems and solutions, because of cause and effect. Like, people fuck up, they're like, but it's still Red Bull gives you wings.
I was just gonna say that they still have that same.
So what happened? Like, they just paid him. They were like,
well, no,
were
they
like,
probably put on the bottom of the commercial now. Red Bull
gives
will
you
not give you wings.
Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull will not give you wings.
Yeah, I guarantee that's
Red Bull
what it
gives
does.
you wings. Not.
Yeah. Well, that's what they have to do. Like on Jackass, they have to say, "Do not do this," because people were doing it and getting hurt.
But what's their reasoning after? Hey, we told him not to do it.
Yes.
That's like,
yeah.
But that's the whole mom philosophy of, hey, if all your friends jumped off the branch, would you?
Yeah. Well, they think they're gonna get famous doing it. They think like they're gonna be like the next Johnny Knoxville or Steve-O, because they're on TV. So like, oh, if I go in a shopping cart down a mountain, like I could be famous too, and they're not, and then they just like die.
Wow. I actually did that.
I'm sure every kid did. That's what we would go to the grocery store parking lot and push each other in a shopping cart into a curb, so we would like fly out in front
like
of cars.
into a car. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. That's what we would do. And it was Saturns too. So Saturns, remember, they wouldn't dent. Like the side of like their whole advertisement was like the sides of the car wouldn't dent if you bumped into them.
Is it still like that?
I don't think Saturns exist anymore.
I don't even know what a Saturn is, dude.
Yeah, it was a car brand. I haven't seen a Saturn in a while.
Damn.
Yeah. But
That's
yeah, their
ridiculous.
whole thing was, so we would like push it in the side of a Saturn and see if we could like dent it. Or those, we were in high school, but like remember those water bottles that say they were like unbreakable? What were they called? Like Noxzema? Are they? No, that's like
Bro,
a
you
face.
are way older than me. Dog.
Yeah.
How old are you?
34.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Bro, you're older than Sam.
Let's go.
Dude, I thought you were 25.
It's that young Puerto Rican skin I've got.
You're Puerto Rican?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, you have a baby face and shit. You look like a Jew. Are you Jewish, dude?
No, I'm not. I get it all the
What?
time.
Dude, I thought
Ben
you were
said-
Jewish this whole time. You're a white Puerto Rican 34-year-old wearing big brown boots, dog.
Let's go.
You're a whole ass cowboy, man. What the hell, dude? I thought you were a young ass dude like me, bro. I was about to. You're my dad, bro. You're like, bro. You could be you're like double my age. Dude. I got this grown ass man in my van right now, dude. Man in the van and guy. Jesus, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm old. I'm not a young buck anymore. Sucks.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But we're the same. We're like, same mentally. I love your mindset though.
Bro,
This rocks.
My sister made me that mindset. Like, she died and I was just like, yeah. Like, I'm a G.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen you do jokes about it and it's admirable.
Thank you.
I don't know if I could do that.
Like, talk about your
Yeah.
dad's sister. And probably because you don't have a dead sister.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I've thought about it. Like seeing you, I'm like, I don't think if that happened, I don't think I could.
Bro, people can't handle that shit sometimes.
I know, it's a lot.
Dude, like, it's like you know what people say, oh, I love dark humor. I don't see it as dark. I don't believe in dark humor. I think dark humor is not
It's just
what I'm going
humor.
for. I think that my humor is just truth at a deeper level, and just some people can't fucking grasp the truth. They can't, like, they hide from it. All right, what I'm just trying to say is that some people just can't fucking, like, just take the truth. Some people just can't. And when you get on stage and you say something that's honest, like real honest, then people will, like, shut down, because some people are just not mentally there to like listen to you talk about the truth. And that's where you hear a lot of ahs. My sister just committed suicide. Shut up, you baby.
Yeah,
you've never experienced life.
If you're talking about it, then they should not. That reaction
like, I'm not
have
like,
it.
dude,
Like,
this
the
is
only
a
one
stand-up
that
show.
the only one that should be awing would be you, but you're the one talking about it. So enjoy what you're saying.
Yeah, and think about it like this: why are they awing?
Because they don't know. Because they don't think they should laugh, maybe, or they're trying to mask, like, or trying to, like, look cool, or look like
Mask. Where you going with that?
Yeah, like they're trying to
they're
cover
just,
something up.
They've never. My guess is just these people have not experienced loss or hardship close to them, that they just can't comprehend. Like they just they're scared.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like they just don't know that this is their natural reaction, because death hardens you, bro. It toughens you the fuck up. And if you haven't experienced it, then you're just like this puny, fearful life thing that's like. But the reason why I don't tell people my age is because
it doesn't matter.
Is because not only in comedy, but a lot of people who are like those minded people are super age oriented. Like they're very linear thinking. Like, oh, you're this age, so you can't do this and such, and you think like this and that. And I hate linear people. Like, I had an Asian Uber lady. Like, an Asian lady Uber me yesterday, she was so linear. Like, as soon as I got in the Uber, she's like I got in the car, and she was like, no, the pickup spot is over there. And I was like, I'm right here. You're gonna pick me up anyway. She's like, no, pickup spot is over there. I'm like, dude, it's raining. It's pouring rain.
She made you walk.
And then she drove like another 30 feet,
Dude,
and I'm just walking behind her like, what just happened?
That is
and
obnoxious.
I get in the Uber, and then she acknowledges me like nothing happened. For Joe, I'm like, bruh. If I had just got in the car, would you have kicked me out?
That's so brutal.
But it's not. I'm not judging her for that. I'm judging her because that's like a fixed mindset.
Yeah, certain people think like that.
It's linear.
A lot
thinking.
of people, most people think like that. People don't think like comedian. Like I say comedians, but like
outside the box,
like
dude.
Normal. Like, I guess it's normal to us, but like,
yeah, we're not normal though.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, we're the best.
Yeah, we rule.
We do rule, dude.
Also, like, younger people, like, you could usually tell by their people's jokes, like how your joke, you don't seem, what you say on stage doesn't seem like you're, like, young kids usually talk about college and banging chicks and like fratty things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really talk about that stuff.
Well, I didn't go to college. If I do talk about college, it's about how I'm against it. But I'm not really against it. I think it's just because I chose not to do it. I have some bias. But I mean, did you go to college?
Yeah, I'm Champaign. Let's go.
Yeah, dude.
Let's
Most
go.
boring town ever, dude.
Not when
there,
college is in session.
It was.
That
lit.
was a blast.
Really, dude?
Oh my god.
Everyone calls it a college town, and my whole life as a kid, I was like, dude, what the hell is?
Well,
college?
Savoy's like far. We never went to Savoy. We went to Savoy to go to like Walmart.
Wait, is there no Walmarts in Champaign?
There, maybe there is. Maybe it's like far. It's like far from the college.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like Green Street right there. Oh, blast, dude.
I don't even know
We had
what that is.
unofficial St. Patrick's Day because somebody died on St. Patrick's Day. Like, they used to have a huge St. Patrick's Day like celebration.
Wow.
And then they wanted to stop it, so they made spring break during St. Patrick's Day, so they would not party. So instead of not partying, we didn't. It was way before me, but they made up unofficial St. Patrick's Day. So we just would drink all day on some Friday like
Mm,
like a month before St. Patrick's Day.
nice.
That was blast. Yeah, Champaign was so fun.
What did you study there?
I started out in just liberal arts, and then I ended up with theater.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Theater.
played football, go Illini, and then majored in theater.
That is
It's
the
a big
worst
change.
major ever.
I loved it.
Are you using it?
I'm not using it, but I would not be where. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not.
I would
doing-
not be where I am today with my
No,
theater
I
major. I've never heard
truly-
that in my
I
life.
truly wouldn't be. Like, there's no way that I would be living in LA doing comedy. I definitely would not be.
You're a theater kid, dude.
Yeah, but I
Get out
never.
of my van, bro.
I
Get out of my van, dude.
I never did theater until I majored in it.
Can
Really.
you perform theater?
Yeah,
And are you an actor?
I was more on the directing side of it, but yeah, I mean, I had to act, obviously.
What were you like? Main roles, side roles?
Oh, side roles for sure. Because I was not an acting major.
Did you ever do Mulan?
No.
Damn, bro, theater kid.
Yeah.
Jesus, I would never. I thought you look more like an editing nerd tech guy.
No way. I'm the worst with computers. I don't want to know. Like, I don't want, because then I'm expected to know things about computers. And I feel like not knowing is the best. Because if someone asks, I'm like, I don't know.
Bro,
You
look
figure
at
it
you, dog. Help
You
me.
figure- yeah, exactly.
And you're like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like,
no
I
idea.
can do a musical for you, bro. Like, you want me to?
929,600 minutes. Let's go.
Oh God.
I love theater though. And I would not, definitely wouldn't be in LA.
Wow, that's why you have a Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh, let's
hoodie.
go. I love
Is
concerts.
that her name, dude?
Carly Rae Jepsen. Yeah. Call me maybe.
Jesus.
Oh, I'll go to any concert.
You hung out with girls a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gay?
Yeah, dude. No.
Dude, Carly Rae Jepsen, theater kid, you're on the road. You're
Sorry
almost
for
there.
having fun.
You know what, dude? Gay guys have the most fun.
They do have fun.
Dude, I wish I was a little gay. Cause like I bet it would be dope to get like a big ass dick up the ass. But
It
like
doesn't
I
seem-
just can't do it.
It doesn't seem. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would be the best.
I think I'd be scared, dude. Like I don't know how women do it, bro. I feel like
have
if I
no
saw
idea.
this giant throbbing piece of skin,
Yeah.
bones, I'd be like, bro, dude, get that shit away from my
Yeah,
holes.
everything about it seems the worst.
Like I look at my own and I'm scared of it, bro.
Yeah, it's not unattractive. It's just not too good to look at.
And to women, it is for some. But you know why
I feel like it's not even to them, but they just have to deal with it.
dude, they learn to deal with it.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They're like taught like this is what we need to like.
Yeah,
And then all the lesbians are like the actual women. They're like, you know what, dude? No,
no,
fuck
that thing
shit.
is horrible.
Look at us. And they look in the mirror. Look
Yeah,
at me. I'm a
They
piece.
knew that. They knew that back in like Michelangelo times. Like they're only painting naked chicks.
Yeah,
Like
you never see an erect penis on a.
yeah.
on
The
a
only
painting,
one I
huh?
think of is the David statue.
What's that?
It's the.
This is our 20-minute
I
warning.
want to say it's
by
Da
the way.
Vinci.
Okay.
He's just that naked guy. This is the statue of David. You don't know that? You don't know that? It's just a
I've
guy.
not
It's
seen
a
his
white
cock.
statue. It's just
There's a lot of Greek statues that.
Yeah.
Is it a Greek statue?
I want to say it was Da Vinci, so it'd be Italian, but
Ah, okay.
yeah, around there.
Yeah,
Around that
whatever
area.
Those guys are doing.
Yeah, yeah. I see. I love that history. I want to. Every time they find something new, it's like crazy to me. Like they just found a new passageway in the pyramid. Like that they never found before, which is crazy to me because the pyramid, that thing's been there and we know it's been there for forever. Like the pyramid was, I don't think it ever was discovered because we always just like, well, that huge thing is right there.
Mm.
And they just like 2 weeks ago found a new passageway they never knew about before in it.
Where is this?
In the pyramids in Egypt.
You can. Dude, I might sound like an idiot, but I did. You can go in the pyramid.
You can't. You. I think you used to be able to, like, if you were visiting, you like in the where like way back, you could buy a ticket and go in. I think,
Now you can't.
but now, yeah, I think they closed it off
Why?
because people are animals and
What
they're
are they
probably like
doing in there?
graffitiing on the wall and like
How old
And,
are
like-
those pyramids, dude?
that.
Wait, did
I
the
don't know.
fucking Israelites build that?
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit, that's history ago.
Yeah, you're making fun of me for theater, but I learned that in theater class. No, I didn't.
But dude, that means the whole Moses
see.
story is true. That means Moses
Yeah,
separated
it
that
is.
water.
Moses, through the Egypt.
Moses was there in the times of the Israelites. Dude, what if this
So
is
the pyramid.
what if
they
this is
say-
all a lie and a bunch of theater kids actually built the whole planet and they built those pyramids and everything
was a
before we
stage.
came? Dude, it's all staged, dude. There's no Moses. You're stupid.
So
theater
they
group
say
did
the
it.
pyramids were 4,500 years ago. They were built,
Oh, okay, that's not that
but
long.
but a lot of scientists think that it was way longer ago than that.
How do we not know?
I know.
Look at
See,
the
that's
rock, bro.
See, that's what's crazy. But you can't carbon date rock because it's just
so all
rock.
fossils are bullshit.
So
then.
the way that they are able to date it is if like a bird dies or like they roll up, like anything that has carbon in it, and there's no carbon in stone.
What does
There's-
carbon do?
It's like in every living thing. So if there's like a bone fragment or something,
Oh, okay.
so then they could date that and be like, okay, so this bone is got there then, so that means this is probably that old.
Wow.
But people think that the pyramids were way older because like because they're and they don't there's so many theories of what. See, now you got me on these kind of conspiracy things. Like the Sphinx, some people think that the Sphinx head was different originally. I think they think it was actually a lion, and then people moved in and like carved. I want to say that Pharaoh was Khufu.
Interesting.
Yeah, I see. I find that
You sound like a bunch of Kung Fu Panda characters.
Khufu Panda.
The bootleg, like it's not in China, it's in like Vietnam. Kung Fu Panda. It's like this fat ass panda, and he doesn't even have the energy to chase his like kung fu dreams. Like he wants to be Kung Fu Panda, but he's like I wanna
fuck
do
it.
I'll just keep working in my Goose Dad's restaurant, selling all this Vietnamese food. And then he like looks at all like the tigers and all of them like doing their cool things, and he looks out the window and he has a bunch of posters on his wall, and they're like, come on, Panda. And like he's like, no, I'll just cook this kufu. Like he's just living this boring ass life, dude. The bootleg Kung Fu Panda, dog.
I would rule. I would watch that movie.
Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, that would be such a sad movie though. It would be like Wreck-It Ralph. Like
Yeah, what a weird movie.
Yeah.
Or
Dude.
no, I'm actually thinking of Inside Out.
Dude, that movie's so weird, dude.
Yeah, and it's like a bummer.
Yeah, it's depressing, bro. Like you just
You
watch
think
this
it's a cartoon for kids, and
Nah.
it is not.
No, dude, it's depressed a 9-year-old girl. Like, dude, she's a kid.
Yeah.
Why is she having all these emotions? You have nothing.
Yeah, you're 9.
You haven't experienced life enough to be sad, and she's like,
Yeah,
I don't want to play hockey. Like, chill out.
It
bro.
is a full-blown bummer of a movie. It is. Have you seen Coraline, by
No,
the
you're
way?
right.
Also,
You're
speaking
so
of
right.
kids' movies.
Oh, that is so
Terrifying
scary, dude.
movie. How
Why
was
is-
that for kids?
Why is it popping too?
Yeah.
Like it's on. Like, dude, I remember when I was a kid, I watched that shit. I was excited, and I remember just going to sleep. Like, dude, I'm traumatized. like there was like a little mouse hole in my fucking room, and I was like, dude, it's like am I gonna turn into a button right now? Like, what the hell is going on, dude? Like, should I go through there? Like,
Those button eyes were so scary.
dude, who are the writers, bro?
I have no
Like, they
idea.
were in there, like they were in there, like, all right, this movie's not gonna be a hit. Let's scratch it. And then one guy was just like, wait, hear me out, guys. What if what? Hear me out, guys. What if there was a secret door? Movie's exactly the same as you guys said it. Everything the same. But what if we just added a secret door, and every time Coraline goes through it, she has buttons for eyes. And
I
they're like,
love it.
I'm listening.
That was such a creepy
And then
movie.
it was a hit.
Yeah, terrifying movie though.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those kids movies really get you,
It's crazy.
and then kids don't even get it. I forgot what I was talking. Oh yeah, pyramids. No one wants to hear about pyramids anymore.
Dude,
I'm giving history lessons, and I don't even know that much about it, but I just think it's fascinating. Like they think of a strong, like they're just so perfectly built. Like,
dude, that's sick, dude. I mean, it's still an interesting thing. because it's history.
And it's like what you said. Okay, when you said like what I thought of, when you're like, yeah, I could cut, like I have my leg now, but if I cut it off, I won't have my leg then. So like they built that thing then, and now it's just there, and we're like, why?
We don't even care.
We don't know what.
Do you think about the pyramid every day?
Not every day, but when I think about them, I go hard.
Bro, what the hell's wrong with you, bro?
When
When I think about it, I go hard.
Yeah.
I go all in when I think about the pyramids, dude.
Yeah, because I love stuff like that.
That's cool, bro.
Like all these like ancient, like crazy, like and they keep finding stuff. Like there's this big church or village thing that was built into a mountain and buried. Like they buried it on purpose, they say, to hide it or to come back to or whatever, but they never clearly did. And then they all like unexcavated it. And then there's also these like little like caves in the earth, and they're like maybe they built it to hide. They have no idea what a ton of these things are. And you're telling me we got to the moon and just stopped going back?
I agree with you.
Like, did Christopher Columbus stop? Did we stop coming here?
Well, think about going to the moon, like running like a 1,000-mile marathon. Like it's like you do it because like you want to say you did it, and then you just never do it again. Like you're not gonna go run another 1,000-mile marathon next year.
Okay, but getting to the moon is kind of like sailing across the ocean, and like because that took forever.
I guess so.
But and they didn't stop. They weren't like, well, we've been there. We're not.
So yeah, maybe it is. Maybe I mean, dude, think about it like this. When it happened, it was like the 60s, right?
69.
And there was and the best camera or the best TV was like, dude, there's no way a camera's working on the moon.
Yeah, how you
get?
Oh yeah, that's why. How you getting reception all the way back to Earth?
Yeah, was it live?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit, dude. How do they have like that fucking surveillance, dude? Like
one, you could hear him saying one small step for man from the moon. I don't get service in my bathroom on my cell phone.
I'm taking a shit, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
they got service from the moon in 1969. What?
Dude, there's kids taking a shit right now, like watching videos on like that are just like getting angry at their phone because their video is not loading.
Yeah.
And then they're on the moon shooting in like 30 frames per second, like with no trouble at all. Like one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. And then you just see this guy like holding an American flag that for some reason is just totally like stagnant.
Yeah, because there's like why they put like well because they probably thought they're like, well, this is gonna look good because gravity and stuff. You think Elon Musk is spending billions of dollars to barely go into space right now if we've already have the technology to go to the moon?
Wait, is he barely? What's the farthest Elon Musk?
He's never gone, but he sends people up in those like whatever the SpaceX things,
right?
And they go up like
10 minutes
and then down. They
Okay.
like barely go into space. But if we had that technology to go to the moon, don't you think he'd be just going to the moon?
How? Bro,
it's so less impressive. He's barely going higher than planes.
Maybe this is all just a simulation, and the moon is like a giant flashlight.
Well, I mean, the sun would be the flashlight.
Oh yeah.
Right,
dude. How do we even know that we're in a galaxy?
We don't. People are just, and that's why I want one of these jobs where you're just like looking at the sky and you're like, I'm gonna just come up with ideas, and then who's gonna say no? Because how am I going to prove
Yeah,
that?
who is going to say no?
like
some idiot just like was eating a Milky Way bar and was like, what do we name this shit? Yo! Guys. Hear me out. Snickers Galaxy. And they're like, nah. They're just looking through Halloween candy. M&M's Galaxy, 100 Grand Galaxy, Reese's Galaxy, Milky Way Galaxy. Bingo.
Duh, I mean, that rules of a name.
Dude, it does.
But who's gonna say no? Like, who's gonna? If I'm like, oh, that's that star, and then right there, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What do I know? But then, what does that guy know? I want to be an astronomer. I like.
They don't know. I mean, I
don't
don't have the knowledge to say this, but yeah, they probably don't know
shit. They don't know anything
because nobody else does. So nobody's gonna contest them.
Like they're pretending to look through a telescope. They're like, "Oh, look, I see Orion's belt," And he said that because there was a guy named Ryan, and he couldn't think of a name. He's like, oh, Ryan's belt. And they're like, oh,
Is that what it's called?
Orion.
Orion's a belt?
Yeah. Orion. Orion's belt.
Dude, and is Pluto a planet or is it a
how
star?
are they taking that?
Dude, nobody gives a shit if it's a planet or a star. It's there.
Yeah, they tried to make it the biggest deal ever, and it's just who cares?
And you know what's funny though is there's probably aliens somewhere out there, and they're probably like also naming shit totally differently.
Yeah,
like to them, like we're like the Milky Way galaxy, but to them they're looking at us like it's Zeopzon. Like and then we all have like our own names, and then they're like maybe they've already seen us, and they're like looking at the sun, and they're like it's Driftapa. and then we're over here like naming and shit, and they're like, what the fuck is the sun? Like, what are these people naming? Are these things? Because think about it like this: names are just like modes. It's just a medium of communication, like to help like convey
what something
things.
is.
Right. Like exactly. So we can identify stuff. So everything we name stuff doesn't matter, which means that like we can name it the sun, but it's not the sun. It's a ball of fire, but it's not a ball of fire. And we can say Pluto is a planet or Pluto is a star, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter because it's neither of those. Because what is a planet? Oh, a planet is a blah, 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 blah. Yeah. What is a star? Oh, a star's a See, well, Pluto's like what is who cares?
Right? I think they said.
I like how our knees are touching right now.
Yeah, me too.
This is so romantic.
We're getting into it. Let's go.
We're getting passionate. Our
because
knees
they
are
ran out of stuff to talk about at NASA, so they're like, all right, let's be relevant again, and let's say Pluto, not a planet. Let's cause an uproar. And they did, and everyone's like, oh, did you hear Pluto, not a planet?
Dude, yeah, it's kind of like the whole Earth is flat thing.
Right? I mean, yeah, they're like, who cares?
Yeah.
First of all, it's not. Second of all, who cares if what does it change in your life? That I think that flat Earth people don't really think that it's flat. I think they like to get a rise out of people.
Do you think that people still believe it's flat?
I mean, there has to be some.
No,
people
they've proven it wrong. You know, I remember I read this thing, and it was about like it was very similar. It's very similar to the whole flat Earth conspiracy, but there was a guy who like provided like I don't remember who it was, like a scientist like reasoning backed up by like straight evidence that it was round, and they like wanted to put him to death for like insanity or something. But it was the same thing with the guy who said that like we need to wash our hands before surgeries, like we need to sanitize our hands. That's the reason why so many people were getting diseases, and everyone thought he was mentally insane for saying that. And he actually kept that that idea shut down from the public for over 20 years because he was afraid of what people were gonna like that they were gonna disagree with him because he brought it up one time and all of his colleagues were like, no, you're an idiot. Like that's incorrect. And then there was this one guy who kept telling him. Like sending him letters, do it, push it out, tell everyone, and if you don't, I will. And he was trying to persuade him, and then after 16 years, he didn't, and then finally he did, but he was so afraid of like getting shunned that he didn't. He went back into the shadows for another 4 years before he officially announced that you need to wash your hands. So for 20 years, people were just dying in surgery
because of finger
because this
germs.
guy was a pussy.
Yeah.
If this guy just like he was costing so many lives by hiding in the dark, dude. He was like, "Nah, I can't," and then people were like dying because these dirty ass surgeons were like picking their nose and then putting it on your heart, on your open heart.
Just roll.
Why are they dying from diseases after our surgery? What is going on here?
Scratching his butthole. Like.
What is going on? Why are they dying? Why are they? Why are they dying?
Yeah, these people.
These sick people. Why are they dying? And this guy was like, stop sucking their dicks and wash your hands. And then they finally washed their hands and people stopped dying. They were like, huh, maybe he's right. And then he was like, damn, dude, for 20 years, hundreds of thousands of people died because I'm a vagina, you know? And it's not even his fault. People are just an idiot until the status quo has enough fan base to back up the person. Like, you know, I heard it was like it takes 8% of the population to make a difference or something.
Oh, really?
I think so. So it's like people want to make differences, but they can't do it alone.
They don't have the numbers.
Black Lives Matter, dude. Huge fucking thing. Numbers hidden, dude. George
Yeah.
Floyd numbers spiked. Dude, it was way over 8%. Like it's like
Well, yeah, it's probably the 8% that like creates the momentum for like the uptick.
Yeah,
in,
it's years. Like it's like from slavery till now, till whatever it's gonna be. I'm guessing in 100 years, dude, people are gonna look back at like the LGBTQ community and slavery and all that shit, and they'll probably be like, and they'll probably be like, what the hell were we thinking? Like not in that sense. I don't want to make such a bold like assumption, but this is my assumption. I know this for a fact. Once we discover aliens,
it's all out the window.
The human species will have a new common enemy, or that we will have no choice but to be one.
Absolutely,
because it will be the human race.
You're 100% right.
Because the only reason why we fight is because we're tribal. We need to be tribes. We like to gossip. We like to have groups, and we need to have groups to be against because that's what unitizes us or communitizes. I don't know the word.
Yeah,
but that's what brings us together. And if we don't have that, then we fall apart. So because we don't have that common enemy now, we turn on each other. But if we lose, if we gain a new enemy that's not a human, we're like, okay, now we have to work together to fight this thing. And then there's no more countries. There's no more this. We're just a planet versus other planets, and the world has evolved into a galaxy, a milky, fucking Halloween candy war zone, dude.
Yeah.
It'll just be like the Snickers versus the M&Ms versus the Milky Way galaxy. Everyone's just fighting. Like, that's what's going to happen, and we're all going to come together, and there's going to be no race. But this is what I think. In 100 years, all of these communities, like the whole LGBTQ, like repressed race groups, sex groups, gender, whatever, are all going to just be like, kids 100 years from now are going to be like, really? We discriminated against each other? Like, now we discriminate against robots. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're 100% right.
Now we have AI that we have to fight. Like we actually, like, dude, now I bet, you know what I think? In 100 years, people will be born and just choosing like genders or something, or like choosing whatever body part they want. Like, it'll be like, I want this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
I want to have these talents.
Everyone's gonna be Michael Jordan.
Hobbies. Yeah. And I want to have this chip in my brain that will make me this strength and make me have these skills. And then everyone is just going to be a fucking robot.
Yeah. Do you think we're like the last generation of people who are just all people, who are just all human? Because we're getting close. We all have a cell phone in our pocket.
Way, I'm going to do a 5-minute warning here.
All right. Well,
So
we all have a cell phone in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're one step away from having some sort of computer in our head. Like Elon Musk is starting that what's it called? His he's trying to put something in people's brains.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Something
it's
like
the microchip or something. I don't know, dude. Yeah.
It's for like Alzheimer's. But the second
Alzheimer's? I have no idea it was for that.
I'm pretty sure it's for Alzheimer's. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But I think it's to help that out. But once that gets approved, then it's just going to be like just expanded upon so hard. Like, it'll be Alzheimer's, then it'll be like for everything. It'll be like, it'll record what you like. You see that Black Mirror episode?
Which one?
Where they put, so basically they do that. They put like a chip in everyone's head. So everything they see is recorded. So like,
I did see that one. That one was good.
It's crazy, but like we're not far. Like, I was terrified.
Really sad,
I was terrified of that because that's like.
Was it the one with the girl?
Yeah, he cheats on his wife. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was.
And he gets caught because he replayed his like job interview or something, and then
wow, bro, that was so that fucked my brain.
Yeah, it sucks because it could happen. It's like we're like not far off from that.
We got to protect ourselves because the government will soon take full control, and I'm not talking about like the planet. I'm not talking about like our financial situations. Like, they will control our minds, or at least have access to it.
Yeah,
like we'll be born and they will be like putting chips.
Yeah, you have no say in anything,
and it will be a law. All babies must.
Everybody
be
has. Well, all right. I mean,
for their protection.
Because the technology wasn't there back whenever this started, but everybody's got a birth certificate. It'll be like having a birth certificate.
And then it will just be
or a
chip
social
instead.
security card. Like
Yeah.
like that.
It'll be an implanted. So, and you know what's gonna happen? Robots are gonna become so smart that they're gonna figure that out, that we have these, and then somehow they're gonna find. We're not even gonna have a battle with the robots. You know why? Because the robots are gonna be like,
they'll smoke us because
no,
they know everything.
they're not gonna fight us. They're gonna be like, hey, look, because AI is already a genius. They're gonna be like, hey, look, we found out that there's microchips in these humans' brains. They just need access to the main panel to control us. They just turn it on. Now all the humans are just controlled by robots, and now this is a robot-run planet.
Yeah.
We're destroying ourselves, and this is probably the best time to be alive, and that's why I'm so cool with my
I
van
agree.
being
A lot
piece
of people
shit.
say it's so horrible to be alive, and I could see like the problems that they see, but like it's crazy time to be alive for sure. And
Yeah,
definitely the best
yeah.
time to be alive. Like I think every current day is probably the best time ever to be alive. Better than the Salem witch trials.
Wow, dude. That's a perfect place to end it.
Yeah, right?
Damn. Dude, yeah. 1 hour, 20 minutes.
Oh, rocked and roll. We could have gone for like 5 hours.
Oh, we can go for way longer. I have so much shit I want to ask you. And I have so much
Hey,
shit I want
bring
to
me
tell you
back.
and talk about it.
I'm in.
I will, dude. I just, and this is the hard part about ending the podcast is because you know there's so much more to talk about, but you can't. Because
well, that's why we leave the viewers cliffhanger, because we'll be back, and they got to tune in next time.
Thanks for coming on.
Bro, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, follow me. I'm Tom Carlos Kelly on Instagram, and me and Luke's podcast, Sunset Heights.
I'll put everything in the YouTube description.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, brother.
Love you, baby.
Love you.